So I'm here with Richard Igo from Telltale Games The Walking Dead. We're talking about the 400 Days DLC, which is really cool. I know you guys are all really excited. I'm really excited. So what is 400 Days all about?
It's really it's cool connective tissue that goes between seasons 1 and seasons 2 more than anything. But it offers 5 brand new stories. It's the viewpoint of the apocalypse as it happens through that 400-day period through the eyes of 5 different people. You're not limited by saying, I have to start on day 1 and go through day 400. You can choose any order. And in fact, when you're presented with the characters to choose on the original, the first screen that you get to, you've no idea where their story sits within that 400-day period. Yeah. And part of the fun of the DLC is that you get to kind of put together that story and figure out how all the events are interconnected and interwoven within 400 days.
Something that's great about The Walking Dead is just how many different grey areas there are. I mean, there's always choices and there's almost always never a good, easy way out. So have you got more of that in this?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you guys have just seen the demo of one of the characters, the guy called Vince, who's trapped on a prison bus right at the outset of the apocalypse, and it's literally a pressure cooker of a situation. I mean, it's super hot. There's no way out. Well, there's one way out. There's one way of getting off that bus, right? Without spoilers, there's one way of getting off that bus, and the choice that you have to make in order to get off the bus, again, is one of those morally grey things, exactly what you're talking about. So there's tons more of that stuff in there.
It's good. It's already gory. It's already, choices are fantastic. And just like there were people watching who were just going, I'm so excited for that. I think you were saying as well that choices you make in this and also from the first one are going to sort of carry over. So we're expecting,
again, it's that interconnectivity between seasons 1 and seasons 2. I mean, I don't want to downplay the fact that these are 5 brand new characters, 5 brand new stories. It's a wholly new content for you to take a look at. But yeah, there's the choices that you made in season 1 will affect things that you see in 400 days, and then furthermore, the things that you see and do in 400 days will kind of wrap up to not only give you a clue of what's to come in season 2, but also definitely affect things in season 2 as well.
We're in this fantastic room with some wonderful artwork, and it's sort of showing like day 1 through to day 400. So we've got the diner that's sort of in a state of just collapse. We've got, I'm guessing that's the highway in a state of collapse.
So that's the highway that's right outside the truck stop. All of the stories in 400 Days take place in and around this truck stop on a Georgia highway, actually very close to the events of season 1. And the idea, I guess, the way that you could contrast season 1 with 400 Days is 400 Days is obviously a linear story which is very much focused on Lee and Clementine, and everything kind of radiates out from them from a story point of view. Whereas with 400 Days, the focal point, rather than being a person or persons, is this location. And the idea is that if this place could talk, these are the stories that it would tell.
We sort of saw in the first one, there was a little bit of a link with the comics and the TV series. So we had I think it was Glenn leaving to meet up with the survivors. Is there going to be any of that, or is this completely separate to everything?
We're canon to Robert Kirkman's comic book world. That's what our license is from. We're nothing to do with the TV show. AMC is an entirely separate license.
Yeah, obviously,
We've gotten to a point now where Robert actually encourages us, and always has encouraged us, to tell new stories in the world of The Walking Dead. So with season 1, it was obviously good fan service, I think, to include Glenn and also have some action happen on Herschel's farm as well. Yeah, and also reveal some of the backstory of how certain characters were affected in the comic books, right? So there's definitely that overlap there, but now we've moved on to telling these new stories.
Yeah, absolutely.
And again, 400 Days, even though it's not a direct continuation of Lee and Clementine's story, it's part of that overall thread.
When can we expect 400 Days DLC?
Well, actually, 400 Days is right around the corner. It's coming in July. It's going to be available on all the same platforms as it was before, so Xbox Live, PlayStation Network, PC, Mac, and also iOS, of course. And this time, actually, we're also bringing The Walking Dead to PlayStation Vita, so the entirety of Season 1 and 400 Days is going to be available in one package, and right now that's targeting an August release.
Obviously, it's a bit far in the future, but a rough idea of when Part 2 of The Walking Dead itself will be out as well?
All we can say right now is later this year.
Oh, okay, later this year. Fantastic. So yeah, thank you very much for your time. I'm very excited from what I've seen today. I don't want to spoil it for anyone, because I didn't want to even spoil it for myself, but I'm so excited to see it, and I can't wait to see all 5 stories. So thank you very much for your time.
Well, thank you for coming to see us.
That's right, no problem.